girls, here we are, game number 1 of our second series here of the day. We have Vici Gaming taking on Keen Gaming here in this best of 3. Again, the winner advances on to the semifinals, where they will be matched up against VGJ Thunder, as we saw right there with their victory over Eclipse. Anyways, I'm Breaky CPK, going to be your host once again. The draft, as you can see, is underway. And, you know, things to talk about here in this series, specifically on the side of Keen Gaming, or excuse me, Vici Gaming. This is a team that, I happened to be at the event in D.C. a couple of days ago even, and I came home. So a couple of things on that. One, obviously they're coming up as the runner-up from the Captain's Draft Tournament. They look like the strongest team at the event overall, even though they didn't win it, frankly. I think you could argue that they were the best team there, and as Suns fan put it best, they should have won that grand final 4-0, honestly. But a couple of unfortunate mistakes on their part. Obviously, Secret as well, playing very well and taking advantage of said mistakes. We're able to come back in the first and the fourth game of that series, and then eventually take game number 5, which was really the only time that I feel like Vici Gaming got truly outplayed at that tournament. Outside of that, they played very, very well throughout. So there's that. So you got to figure, you know, their mental state coming off of that, obviously frustrating. On top of that, they with the travels shortly after the event, I'm sure they couldn't have been home for too long, as they're now playing these qualifiers here. So part of me was actually wondering if this was even going to happen. But, you know, whether or not it's going to be delayed. But here they are, showing up, ready to play some Dota. And we'll see how they manage against a solid Keen Gaming team. Keen Gaming on the other side, again, they've had a little bit of success qualifying for the first major of the season, was their big debut. I personally haven't got the chance to see them too much. Obviously, some names, well, 3 of their names are in Chinese, so I couldn't even tell you who they are. But definitely should start recognizing a little bit, I'm sure, as time moves on here. There you go. That's kind of the match preview, I guess, of these two teams and going into it. All right, the draft underway. Clockwork was the first pick from Vici Gaming. You saw Shadow Fiend picked up pretty quickly by Keen Gaming in response. I have to think that's a bit of a takeaway. You know, whenever you see a Clockwork first pick, you always have to wonder if they're going to be picking up the Shadow Fiend on top of that. The synergy is just so strong and sets up a very powerful laning phase for the hero with denying the cogs, getting all the souls added up. So Keen Gaming picking it up themselves instead. But I feel like that issue, though, is that now Vici Gaming, not only do they know that they're going up against a Shadow Fiend very early on in the draft, but again, they don't have to worry about that synergy, obviously, when it comes to Shadow Fiend getting the early denies and the early soul. So it's going to be a struggle in the early game because of that, most likely. Vici Gaming makes a point to go the Queen of Pain with their second pick. They must just really like the matchup of Queen of Pain versus Shadow Fiend. It is the only reason why I could think they went the Queen of Pain with the second pick right here. I mean, Ori's a fantastic mid player. I'm sure he's a great Queen of Pain player on top of that. But to see both teams getting their mid options in the first 2 picks, it really is something. Obviously, Vici Gaming could have waited, but again, the fact that they picked it up here, they didn't want it to be banned, is my guess. So they put value in that quap. And now if you're Keen Gaming, do you commit to a mid Shadow Fiend? Do you maybe switch it up? Do you go the safe lane Shadow Fiend? So here we go. Here's all these questions to be answered as far as what is going on.
Dire team pick.
Tidehunter, third pick coming out for Keen Gaming. All right, so they get their offlane now. I like Elder Titan, by the way. Speaking of him, not a lot of teams seem to value him too highly on their tier list. I will say Vici Gaming does. We saw him several times at the Captain's Draft Tournament. Lan M played him. He played him very well. This hero can hit like a freaking truck in the early game with that Astral Spirit, and you know, going through the creep waves, even some heroes. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, guys. Anyways, yeah, he can hit really hard, and it definitely brings up a strong teamfight presence, of course, the Echo Stomp on top of the Ear Splitter. Tidehunter Elder Titan, this is going to be a fun combo to watch as far as teamfights go. So when it comes to teamfights, Vici Gaming going to have to be careful, managing around cooldowns here. Tiny is the third pick for Vici Gaming, meanwhile. They get their safe lane core option. So yeah, Vici Gaming not afraid to get both their cores in their first 3 picks, essentially. And hell, honestly, I could see Young 11 playing the Clockwork as well. So Vici could actually finish with a couple of supports here as their final 2. And I was going to say Rubik could be a fun hero to pick, but I was thinking about Vici Gaming. However, Keen Gaming takes it for themselves. Great against Clockwork. Decent, against the Queen of Pain and what he can steal from her. So, not surprised to see them take it. A bit of a takeaway as well, making sure Vici Gaming doesn't get it themselves. But they still at least need their 5 support with the 4th pick here for Vici Gaming. So, Disruptor ban. Good to see that ban. Yeah, the Bane ban on top of that. What other direction could they go in? Rasta is not on the board. Never mind. He is banned. Shadow Demon is still there. Shadow Demon, his break effect wouldn't be horrible to have, and I've always been a huge fan of Shadow Demon. Now, there's not really the illusion creation synergy this game, so maybe that's a takeaway. But hell, even the Soul Catcher being applied, amping some damage, pretty good synergy in my opinion. But they'll go the Phoenix. A hero that Fenrir has also played once or twice, before as well. So the Phoenix option. They're not the quickest at killing the Supernova.
Dire team ban.
So Faceless Void ban, Vici. Who do they ban here? Keen Gaming, you figure they still need a safe laner. Lifestealer is actually standing out as a pretty good pick so far.
10 seconds remaining.
He has an okay vehicle in the Tidehunter, maybe the Elder Titan.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Yeah, they banned Lifestealer. And his rage would have been really good against this Radiant side, or the Dire set, excuse me. So they banned the Lifestealer. Now Vici Gaming, who do they pick? Thinking it's going to be an offlaner. And yeah, you saw the Faceless Void ban.
10 seconds remaining.
Who else is still there?
Radiant
Darkseer might not be bad.
Outworld Devourer.
Interesting. Huh. Was this a bait all along? Were they making Keen Gaming think this is going to be mid-Queen of Pain, and then like, nope, we're doing an OD mid. Or maybe they'll just safely in the OD, actually. And then what, like an offlane Tiny? Like a Tiny Phoenix? Clockwork for support? I don't know, man. This is something. But an Ori Outworld Devourer is a very good combination. Ori plays this hero a ton. I think it's safe to say this is one of his more played heroes in general, so maybe forcing it in there as well for that reason, but they go OD. So now Keen Gaming has to think, all right, what is our other core? Would be good in this matchup here. Juggernaut comes to mind as again, kind of a safe option. They got about a minute remaining before having to choose. See if I can pull up their stats in time, but by the time I get their stats, probably going to be already picked their hero. Keen. What? How is King Gaming not on the team list? What the hell, really? Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. No stats for Keen Gaming on Dota Buff. At least that I couldn't find easily. Natural BKB carrier. Okay. Well, they go Troll Warlord. They put a lot of thought into that. They end up with Troll Warlord as their actual pick here. So interesting pick. I was gonna say getting a BKB carrier would be a pretty good option. So Paparazzi is gonna be on the OD, or he's on the Queen of Pain. So it is gonna be the safe lane OD. And yeah, Fenrir is on Clockwork. Lan M will be on the Phoenix. Interesting. And then we have Young 11 playing the Tiny. All right. So here we go. Game number 1 going to be happening. Again, Vici Gaming really favoring the OD final pick, liking the matchup here. And how Sanity's Eclipse is going to be set up to be pretty strong. Yeah, Old 11, especially the Captain's Draft Tournament, or Young 11, whatever. He played he plays a very core-heavy offlane. I've noticed that when it comes to the strategy, and kind of the similar story here. You know, playing the Tiny, he likes to they like to put him on heroes that could eventually be a bit of a right-click carry presence, more so than maybe just like the Utility Initiator, something like the Tidehunter on the other side, for example. So seems to be what they're comfortable with. All right. Smoke up from Vici. Gonna see if they can catch anyone. Troll Warlord. He could get caught here. He's not careful. He's gonna end up breaking the smoke. They see him. Oop. Avalanche. Uh-oh. There's the Icarus dive. There's the Avalanche. And there's a dead Troll Warlord.
First blood.
It's going to be a 1-0 start for Vici Gaming. Ori gets credit for the last hit, so first blood in his favor. That's going to really set Ori ahead. Is he playing an offlane quad? No. Young 11's coming out here. He's just going for the bounty rune steal.
The battle begins.
All right, so he'll take this one so he can get back to the mid lane faster.
Worthy tribute.
As Fenrir will set up a block for him. Elder Titan doing his party on the middle lane. All right, so we got Shadow Fiend matched up against Queen of Pain. Elder Titan for now is going to be here to harass with that Astral Spirit. There you go. Sends him in. Going to leave some damage and start hitting Queen of Pain. God, just see the one auto attack, man. So much freaking damage. Yeah, Dark here on Tidehunter. He's got a successful pull-off. Young 11 doing the same. Tanking the creep wave at the tower. Vici, I was going to say they're kind of letting it be a 1 versus 2. Now Phoenix is coming in. Guess he was here earlier with the Phoenix dive, or the Icarus dive or so. He's going to trade some auto attacks with Elder Titan. He's going to try to soak up some more damage here. As he'll run back into LAN-M now. Who will then just Icarus dive away. So some fun interaction going on between the supports. Bottom lane, Tiny. He's got the full wand early on. He's having to juke in the trees currently. All right, good job juking. He even goes for the last hit on his way out. Meanwhile, that was a middle lane kill on LAN-M. Elder Titan gets credit for it. He's going to end up falling though in return. It looks like Ori gets taken out though himself. Again, Elder Titan able to get off that huge auto attack right before he dies. Sets up the turn kill, at least on Quap, so. Quap sacrificing her life to get that kill. Overall, very good for King Gaming, especially since Shadow Fiend, he stays alive. He's now got the 14 souls saved up. He's off to a very good start. Ooh, Rubik's very low. Tiny, he's going to throw the tree in. Ends up missing. Trying to at least stop the salve, if anything. Unable to do so, though. So maybe it will be best just to let Ori soak up that solo experience as LAN-M will head towards the bottom lane, trying to help out Tiny. Rolling axes thrown around by Troll. Being Phoenix does have the fiery spirits early on. You'll need to be careful, though. Here comes Elder Titan. Echo Stomp going to be channeled up. Catches a Tiny at least. Rolling Axe is doing some assisted damage. There's a lift. Lan M, not much more he can do to help right here. Avalanche only hit the Troll Warlord. They'll pop the Magic Wand as well. Clockwork's here, not in time, though. Using the Battery Assault, going for the turn kill, but Fenrir, he's diving really deep for this. And there are a lot of creeps on top of that. In comes the Echo Stomp, stops him as he cog blocks. And now he's trying to run the other direction, but the creeps, if anything, block him off. The Whirling Axis to snipe him down. And Troll Warlord credit for the kill. Yeah, not too sure about that from Clockwork. It's one thing to lose a Tiny, but Clockwork went in there very late. And ends up backfiring for him. So 4-2 start now for Keen Gaming. At least OD's having a great time. Paparazzi, no surprise up here. He's 17-5, tied under 12-0 currently.
Gold for my forge. My shadow darkens.
Ooh, Clockwork. He's trying to set up a kill in the middle lane. Obviously, they could use a kill on Shadow Fiend here. He's not seen just yet. He's pretty far pushed up now, but there we go. Battery Assault channel. Can he get the cogs? Battery Assault starts hitting.
Bounty.
Or he's only level 4. Going in with the Scream. Raze, he cannot get it off because of the Battery Assault. Clockwork's going to end up dying, but it does set up the kill for Ori at least. However, here comes Rubik now. Lift. No, he doesn't have the mana for it. Now the Fade Pull. No blink! Having to use a wand right there to barely stay alive. Also a charge on the Infused Rain Drop. And he's coming back in, actually. He popped the salve, looking to go for the turn kill. Very greedy decision from Ori right here. Gets the kill. He blinks away, and he's going to manage to survive. So greedy kill, but it works out in the long run, or does it? The Fiery Spirit's throwing out. Dark will take out Queen of Pain, however. And now we see Phoenix in a horrible spot. He tried to get himself killed by the neutrals. He's picked off, though, by Shadow Fiend. What on earth was that all about? Meanwhile, there was a kill at the bottom lane. It looks like Elder Titan did fall to the Tiny, so a lot of clashing back and forth, but very ballsy play from Ori there. Ends up dying in the long run. Got a couple of kills, though. Tiny going to be comboed here as the Echo Stomp leads in. Battery Assault from Clockwork, though, will save the day. Cog's thrown out. There's the Avalanche on top of that. I don't think Clockwork's living through this, but maybe at least getting some turn kills. Land M's here as well. Fire Spirit's going in. The Echo Stomp stops Tiny for now. Icarus dive forward. Whirlwind, though. Or Whirling Axes, excuse me, for Troll Warlord. Ends up going for the double kill, and he might get a triple kill when it's all said and done. He indeed will. The hat-trick coming out for Troll Warlord to finish the job. Vici Gaming, man, they just seem so tunnel vision this game. Trying to commit to these kills, and in some cases it's okay, but when that bottom lane especially, they've now just gave up a triple kill to the Troll Warlord. He is 4-1-1 in this game, and he's up there on top of the net worth as a result. Goes back to Paparazzi. At least he's having a very good farm time, and seems like with the early Bracer pickup, we're going to see some drums coming out for him. Once again, middle lane, level 6 now, and Queen of Pain has that Sonic Wave. And realizing, though, with Elder Titan being there, it's not going to be a kill unless he goes for it now. There's a Sonic Wave, the raise damage, though, with the lift, and down goes Queen of Pain, the Icarus dive. It's not going to be enough for Land M. In fact, he needs to be careful now. Not to be run down. Elder Titan does have a Stomp, Astral Spirit in 1. Gonna go for the Spirit, go for the Stomp, zone him out. Hits the Sleep, actually, just somehow on the outskirts of it. And they take out Lan M. Double kill for Wrong there, playing the Rubik. You know, definitely credit to Keen Gaming, but Vici Gaming, they do seem a little off. They are really diving unnecessarily. And now the Shadow Fiend is off to a very strong start. Again, going to be heavily relying on the early farm of Paparazzi to come through. This was a final pick OD. Very confident with it, especially for a safe lane option. Yeah, Tidehunter, he's in trouble. He is holding a point for Ravage, but unless he gets some massive help here, I don't think that's going to be happening. Sanity's Eclipse, just to make sure. And that was a nice Echo Stomp, by the way. He had all 3 heroes. So yeah, that Sanity is the closest basically necessary. They are going to lose Phoenix. But they got the kill for the OD. Bottom lane, down goes Troll Warlord. That's a huge kill for Young 11. 473 bonus gold. As Tiny gets credit. That was actually OD porting over there to assist as well. Ends up working out. Beautiful for Vici Gaming. Now we see middle lane though. Shadow Fiend trying to use his haste rune. Run after Ori. Unless you can land some random raises though. Don't think that's going to be happening. Ori just hugging the tower. Yeah, big kill onto the Troll Warlord, stopping his streak. And again, Tiny now has 1,100 gold saved up just like that. Top lane, the Echo Stomp connects. Fenrir is dead. His life is continuing to struggle. 0-5-3 here on the Clockwork. Actually, main support Clockwork. Drums are finished on OD at least for Vici Gaming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Drums are coming for Shadow Fiend on the other side, so going to be a popular item build this game.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Ravage is ready. Tiny's running in. Avalanche. Just waiting for the right time. Doesn't want to commit. Saving the man on the cooldown. Echo Stomp. Only it's the creep. Deals a lot of damage, though. They do have that Ravage. Yeah, they're going to be using it right here, most likely. Oh, he gets Avalanche stunned, and Ravage is going to be just out of range, so doesn't want to commit to it now. Fenrir trying to zone them out as well. The Echo Stomp, not going to connect. Tiny keeping his distance. Dark running, and you know he wants to Ravage, but again, Tiny just keeping a little bit too far away. There we go. He's going to go for it. It will hit Tiny, but again, he's still pretty far. Clockwork at least goes down, but Tiny will be fine. Bottom lane, they're running after Rubik down here. That'll be the Arcane over bottom. Attack to finish the top. Back to the top lane. Avoids the stomp once again. Tiny somehow still alive. Has another Avalanche. Gonna throw that out. All three heroes, but the Raze connects just in time. Double kill for the Shadow Fiends. So both teams diving beyond Tier 1 towers. Managed to get some kills there. 17-8. What is going on this game? It is already. We have 25 hero kills at 10 minutes. This is just chaos. How about this Elder Titan impact, though? Goes back to again. I really feel like this hero's underrated in some ways. Every time I see this hero, which is pretty rare, seems like it just does so well, though. Echo Stomp's so good at initiating with. Tiny's an interesting spot. He ended up using that bonus skill that he got on a Ring of Aquila. On a Ring of Tequila. Queen of Pain down at the bottom lane. Going to help get the Tier 1 tower. Mid-Tier 1 in favor of the Radiant side, trying to take this out. LANM comes to respawn after the fortification. They'll stop their efforts for now. And he's also here. The Echo Stomp does connect on a Phoenix, but a little bit too deep to try anything crazy there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
OD's just free farming this bottom lane. I mean, he's well on his way to a BKB. This is going to be a very early BKB, but against this Radiant lineup, and especially the pace of this game, I think it makes a lot of sense. Paparazzi figures he needs that BKB to be able to continue the fights earlier on, and that should work out. Hood finished on Tidehunter, meanwhile. Rubik, he's probably dead. Yep. Nice smoke gank there. Only gets Rubik, but still. Nice kill nonetheless. Troll Warlord has a Morbid Mask picked up. So his potential Mask of Madness coming along. That's a very deep ward by LANM here. Being placed. Oh, and they already have a Sentry here. Wow. So he places it into a Sentry ward. However, King Gaming, of course, doesn't have vision there currently. So the likelihood they're going to counter that is not too high. Paparazzi, he avoids the stomp. He has a Sanity's Eclipse. Will that come into play? Yastel, yep, gets the kill on Elder Titan. TP in. Nearby from Tiny. Need to be careful of overcommitting. Shadow Fiend included. He's a target you want to probably try to kill right here. Tidehunter pops a Ravage, though. Out comes a Requiem on top of that. Tiny's in trouble. Look at that Sonic Wave on multiple heroes. Ori, great flank, but at what cost for him? He's getting low. Pops a Magic Wand. They do take out 2. And Tidehunter falls with the Shadow Fiend. Troll Wielded from a distance, throwing out the rolling axes. They are going to be able to run down the Rubik, though. Landon will barely survive on the Phoenix. Nice hook shot. Catches the Troll Wielded as well. The kite away from Ori. And there's the Astral Imprisonment. Should set up the eventual kill. On a Troll Warlord, Paparazzi, a mega kill streak. Well, they needed the free farming OD being played by Paparazzi to do well because the other lanes weren't doing so well. They got that. He is now 5-0-3, 7,000 net worth. What a fight for them there. And he just about has that BKB now. This is going to be about a 15-minute BKB here. And they won't be able to do anything to stop him once he has that. Veil of Discord coming out from Queen of Pain as well. It's great synergy with this team. OD, ooh, nice steal from Rubik. That's one of the better steals. He takes the Astral Imprisonment. Elder Titan trying to use that Invis to sneak up on somebody and set up something, but doesn't look like he's going to find that opportunity. You look at Shadow Fiend, he's going basically the same exact build as OD item-wise, but he's just a little bit further behind. He did go full power treads. Whoa, Clockwork, this is really deep. Again, using this aggressive vision. Sonic Wave is not ready, 30 more seconds. So Clockwork kind of giving away that they had vision right there, not getting anything out of it. And now Fenrir's trying to run, although Tiny's nearby, the rest of his team is essentially here. Odie's also coming in with that BKB. Is it ready to go? It's not just yet, but it might not matter. They will lose the Elder Titan off the Bat Dark. As you see, Elder Titan did get his Earth Splitter off, pulling in a little bit, but not enough for any turn kills just yet. Astral Imprisonment on somebody. What the hell was that about? That looked funky. Troll Warlord taking the Arcane Orb, bottom attacks Phoenix. Coming out of that Supernova, meanwhile, Troll Warlord, he's going to end up falling. The BKB was activated by OD. Looks like it got delivered mid-fight, actually. They end up getting 3 kills. Shadow Fiend also picked off down here by the, looks like Clockwork got credit for the kill. Queen of Pain doing plenty of damage, though. Still has her Sonic Wave, even, after all of that, as it came off cooldown. So Vici Gaming now working together as a team very well.
Radiant's middle tower
and pushing in the Tier 1 mid tower. Some Sunray heals from Lan-Am. He did eventually level it up to level 4. Max that one out first.
Tower has fallen.
So OD already down a 10-second BKB, but well worth it in the last fight. What is he going next? Like a Hurricane Pike? Nothing showing just yet. Wow, they're going to pop downs. If they find the troll here, they're going to find him. Oh, we can't get the imprisonment off. He did have Sanity's Eclipse as well. That probably was a kill.
To have this. No, take that.
Troll Warlord represents the mask. Again, been getting involved in fights and hasn't been able to progress much further just yet. Wants a Shadow Blade next. Does hit level 10 as well, so the 10 agility online. Tidehunter looking to go the blink. Follow up that Hooded Defiance. I mean, Pipe would be really good against this dire side, so, but needs the blink to have some ravage initiation. Queen of Pain, that's a catch. Young 11's nearby, though. The Earth Splitter, that was an ambitious attempt. Rubik, is it long enough? Yes, it is. Ooh, he actually... I guess he figured the Avalanche wasn't going to be in time. Hook shot. Trying to juke it. Nope, can't juke it. But the follow-up, a little bit lacking. Yeah, I think by the time Fenrir realized that he was in, they weren't coming, so he just instead pushes the back with the cogs. As you see, Phoenix is having to escape from the Troll Warlord there. OD looking for mobility next, or further mobility, as he has the blink queued up. Hand of Midas not almost finished, but Phoenix is working on the Hand of Midas. Only has the Gloves of Haste so far. Queen of Pain, wow. 2,900 gold saved up for Ori. Where does he go next? He went the Veil.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yules wouldn't be horrible this game. Will they go for the more aggressive route, though? The Octarine Core? Not the Octarine, wow. The Orchid. I mean, Octarine eventually might not be a bad option, but second item Octarine. Probably a little bit of a stretch. Young 11, nice Avalanche in both. They do have the Ravage, but committing a Ravage just to chase down that Tiny there.
Radiant are scanning.
Not worth it in the mind of Dark, playing this Tide Hunter.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And it's off.
Illusion.
Tiny choosing to get the Blink Dagger, actually. I still find it funny whenever I say that on a Tiny. It's just so rare nowadays, it feels like. The S and Y, the drums, Shadowblade even, seem to be more of the routine builds, but Young 11 getting that Blink Dagger. And speaking of that, I believe OD just got his. Yep. So maybe going to try to make a play with that. They're grouping up as if they may smoke right here. Phoenix does have one. There you go. Definitely not seen by the Radiant side. Queen of Pain acting like she's pushing herself. 3,700 gold saved up on Queen of Pain, so she's going to right-click a BKB at this point. Missed the hook shot. Young 11, though, trying to make up for that. Tosses in the Ravage target in Tide Hunter. He throws it out. Obliges as the Ear Splitter going out as well, but Paparazzi avoids it with a blink forward. BKB active. Requiem Soul's going out for Shadow Fiend. He has his own BKB, able to take out Tiny as a result. Utter Titan running into the base. Ori dives, gets the kill. Pretty committed, but blinks out. Two survivors, self-supernova in the back lines. They're locking out Trollwolder. Trollwolder, the Sanity's Eclipse, laying down the hammer, and off to the side. The Sonic Wave connects on a Shadow Fiend. Great coordination from Vici Gaming right here. Queen of Pain's going to live as well because of the Astral Imprisonment. A triple kill for Paparazzi. And there's the Sunray Heal on top of that. Vici Gaming. I mean, the first 10 minutes of this game were just ugly for Vici Gaming. They were diving towers, getting really desperate with their maneuvering, and it seemed really odd at Queen Gaming playing well, but man, Vici Gaming, they've completely turned a page here in this first game. All of a sudden, once Paparazzi started joining the squad, it's like he started just leading the team, calling out commands, and they are playing very on point. Look at that damage with the Arcane Orbs. So much. He is 11-0-5. He might end up falling right here. Banishes himself. Rubik cannot kill him because of that. Queen of Pain will turn on to Rubik. Finally, they kill Paparazzi. So as I'm just sitting here complimenting Vici Gaming so much, they lose OD. However, that's a kill on a Troll. That Villa Discord Ant-Man. Troll just melted there with the Mask of Madness use as well. So they lose OD in the end, but again, the big picture, overall still very good for Vici Gaming. They now have their biggest lead, 8,000 net worth.
Worthy tribute.
On top of over a 10,000 experience lead. Yeah, some next tier items coming along as well. OD, he's, well, still a little bit of time before he's going to be having the Shivas, but he is, and that's his plan at least. Going to be a nice pickup to have. Young 11's going the S&Y build, Queen of Pain. She actually now has her 10-second BKB, and she too is going to Shivas. All right. So Shiva is going to be the popular item choice on both the cores of Vici Gaming. On the other side, Troll, still a little bit off from getting that BKB. We saw Shadow Fiend use it last fight. Still wasn't enough, but yeah, Troll really needs his. Did he buy back? No.
What have we here?
1000 gets a Forest Staff. You are dealing with a Clockwork, so makes sense. And Elder Titan wants to buy one.
Double damage.
And so does Rubik. Rubik currently has Scream of Pain stolen to
Radiant's top
help
tower
his
is
farm.
under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
God, this is being pinged out. I guess the rating team knows they placed it
Dire's
here. And
bottom tower is
yeah,
under
they're
attack.
going to attempt to counter it. There you go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they got the vision up here to
Dire's
spot that
structures
ward being
are
placed, so
Radiant's
good job.
top tower has fallen.
But they lose the top tier 2 in the meantime. Bottom lane, Troll. Ooh, he's running. And he's not going to chase further, though. Actually very curious about it. I mean, Troll didn't necessarily have an escape item. He did have a TP, so he probably just that. Oh, that's a Ravage initiation. It does catch the OD as well. Queen of Pain. Oh my god, that Earth Splitter. That's the landing of the Earth Splitter right there. However, the cog block from Fenrir and blink out from Queen of Pain. The Sanity's Eclipse to take out Troll Warlord. What a turn from Vici Gaming. Again, Paparazzi helping to save the Queen of Pain initially. Great job by Fenrir getting in there. And now they're going to get Shadow Fiend picked up as well. Most likely the tree thrown. Yes, to get it taken out. He does have a buyback. The Sonic Wave. I don't even know if that connected, to be honest, but whatever, they got the kill. Both cores are dead on the Radiant side. And may possibly lose another Titan. Yep, blink forward for Paparazzi. He will take out ET as well. And now they're going to kind of regroup outside of the base. Push further, perhaps. Queen of Pain does have the BKB used still. Full 10 seconds, good to go.
Radiant's middle tower
Now Lee's going to
is
take the
under
tier
attack.
2 mid. That's the final tier 2 tower going down.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So Troll's up, Shadow Fiend 15 seconds, but again, even with the buyback, Shadow Fiend's one of those awkward buyback heroes.
Radiant's middle tower
A
is
lack
under
of souls.
attack.
Coming in.
They're going in, toss out on Tidehunter. He does not have a Ravage this time. Hook shot though connects, and Fenrir is going to keep him in place. They also pick off Rubik over in the middle lane.
Radiant's
Nickers
middle
dive forward.
tower is under attack.
Not going to commit to the Tidehunter though, is the Phoenix. Now they are. Ori turns his attention to him. A couple of auto attacks later. Finally falls.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower
they're going to
is
go back to
under
the
attack.
middle now, at least take out that tower. GG's are called though.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
it's
tower
Vici
has
Gaming.
fallen.
They were just going to start splitting up and pushing multiple lanes, but Keen Gaming's had enough.
Radiant's
GG,
middle
well
tower
played.
is
Game 1 will go to Vici.
Dire victory.
Wasn't there a point in that game it was like 17-6 Keen Gaming? And then Vici Gaming wins. By the end of the game, they were up 30-20 in hero kills. I mean, that's insane. That was such an aggressive start for Keen Gaming. More so, to be fair, again, it was a bit of Vici Gaming throwing themselves at them, going a little bit too deep at points, but Keen Gaming had a fairly decent lead early on, but unfortunately could not capitalize on it. As especially when Paparazzi came online, the #1 player in China, according to this right here at least. 15-1-7. Jeez, hell of a performance from him. OD's just a good hero for this team, man. Clearly, because I already knew Ori can play a very dominant OD, but now we see Paparazzi also can play this hero very well. You want to ban this hero against Vici Gaming, I feel like. Nothing but great performances on it every time, it seems like, when we watch this team. Anyways, here we go. Game #1 of the books. Game #2 going to be coming up. Keen Gaming, again, definitely showed potential. A team we know can make some plays, but Vici Gaming, a very strong team themselves in the China region. They're on a mission here. Try to qualify for the StarLadder I-League Invitational Season #4. I'm Breaky CPK. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back. Game #2 going to be coming up next.